Guys, welcome back. Now in this video we're going to look at exactly how to include Parse.com into our Xcode project so that we can start working and creating our app. Xcode is another tool that we need. This is provided to us by Apple. You could download it directly from the Apple's website, or you could get it from Apple by using the App Store application on your computer. Now I already have Xcode installed, so I'm going to create a new project by clicking create a new Xcode project. And then I'm going to make this a single view application. So make sure it's iOS and application. Next, I'm going to give it a product name of live update. That's the app name, excuse me. And this is the organization name, organization identifier. You could just make sure, you could just put, your web company's name in reverse. And then the language is Swift, and make sure it's iPhone. Click next. And this is the location we're going to store app, and I'm going to click create. Now once I do that, once you do that as well, you'll see live update created right here, and you're taken straight to this page where if you're new to this, you kind of get confused, but this is really nothing at all. It's just details about your app. The part that we're going to be really needing is the build phases. So this is where you're going to be linking Parse to your app and start working with it. So again, to get to that place, you could just type the whole app like that, and you'll be taken to the general settings where information about your app, like version, builds, and libraries and all of that. So let me show you exactly how to add Parse to this project. So the first thing that we're going to do is click on build phases if you haven't reached there once you create the project, and then link binary libraries. This is where we're going to be adding dependencies for Parse. Now let's go ahead to parse.com here. Let's go to docs, iOS, and let's go to the quick start guide. Click on data, mobile, iOS, Objective-C, existing project. Now I haven't used the Swift library yet, so I'm not going to use that right now. I'm going to use Objective-C. As you saw me earlier, I didn't use Swift because I haven't used this one. As a matter of fact, I just noticed this today, so I'm going to use Objective-C, existing. And that is because Swift is still introduced recently by Apple. Objective-C was highly supported ever since, so that is why it's still now we're going to download this. So download the SDK and then just wait a second, and so I'm going to now, once your project has downloaded, drag the Parse framework and the Ball framework to the Xcode project. So as you can see, it's a really simple instruction. So just open your library. I'm just clicking the zip file to open it. And right here is the library, Parse library 1.71, and the bolts and the Parse framework is what we are interested in, these two. Now what we do with this is just simply drag into our projects like so. Let me just close this out, folders back here. And then so just drag this into our project right there, and you'll be prompted to copy those and accept. And as you can see, the libraries are added here. Now those are the external frameworks that we just added. We just downloaded from Parse. Now let's go back, excuse me. Let's go back to the quick start guide again. So we've just dragged those two. Now let's add the dependencies like I mentioned earlier. Now these are the dependencies that you need in order for Parse to work, like for example, location, co-location, co-graphics. So these are all already included in Parse, in Xcode. So all we have to do is just type them out. So click this plus button, and then as you can see here, choose a framework and libraries to add. So I'm recording in 720p here. It's going to be hard a little bit for me to move the window, but you'll definitely be able to follow along. So I'll say audio, toolbox framework, and then as soon as that is done, this add shows up. I click add, and that is added, that dependency. So we just add all of this, make sure we don't miss any else. We'll get an error. So CF network, click add, core graphics, click add, co-location. So you get the point. Just make sure you add all of this correctly. I'm going to skip through this until I'm done, and then I'll get back. So co-location, I'll just add this last one. All right. Co-location, mobile co-service. Mobile co-service. Quads co-service. Security framework. Security framework. Toolkit framework. Toolkit framework. System configuration. System configuration. Libs. I think it's libs.dy, this last one, and then libs3, I think libsq, light 3, is it 3.0? Just 3, yeah, just 3. Add all of those. Now we've added all of those libraries and the dependencies, so I believe so. Yeah, you could just check again if you have a doubt. Now next is connect to your parse. Now as you can see here, what we have done is just imported dependencies, parse dependencies. Now we need to start working by connecting this parse and the dependencies with our project right here. This is our project. Now, so how do we do this? Let's do this in the next video, and I'll show you exactly how to continue from there.